Have you ever wondered why walking around a room feels completely effortless, making the air feel like absolutely nothing? Yet, sticking your hand out the window of a speeding car feels like pushing against a solid brick wall. This everyday phenomenon reveals a fascinating truth about fluid resistance. It all comes down to a fundamental concept: the rules of resistance and the baseline force known as drag. At low speeds, air behaves almost like a polite crowd. The molecules have plenty of time to smoothly move out of your way. The air's density stays practically constant, and you barely notice it's there. But any object moving through a fluid experiences a baseline resistance force called drag that actively opposes its motion. If we look closely at the formula for this force, we can see exactly why air suddenly turns into a wall. What's the most critical part of this equation? It's the velocity, because drag scales exponentially with the square of your velocity. Simply doubling your speed doesn't just double the resistance, it quadruples it. Speed is the dominant factor. When you reach higher speeds, we enter the realm of molecular pileup. The air molecules simply don't have enough time to get out of the way. They become trapped, compressing directly in front of the object. This causes the air pressure and densities to spike sharply, pushing back with immense force. But how fast is too fast for air to move aside? That boundary is determined by the speed of sound. This is the absolute maximum speed that pressure disturbances or move out of the way signals can travel through the air. And this reaction speed limit isn't fixed. It changes based on properties like temperature, governed by the equation A equals square root over KRT. This brings us to the sudden squeeze. Imagine pushing the plunger of a blocked syringe. If you push slowly, the air has time to compress gently. But if you slam it forward quickly, you trigger what's called adiabatic compression. Because the volume is decreasing so incredibly fast, the heat from the compression has nowhere to go. This forces the pressure to spike violently to maintain the balance shown in the relationship. Ultimately, the surprising force of air is entirely about time. When you move slowly, the air has the time it needs to part around you. When you move fast, it has no time to react. The resistance you feel is just the physical result of your speed clashing against the air's reaction speed. That's all from our team. We hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.